Hey you guys, how are you? All right, awesome. All righty. Put that up there. Okay, there we go. What's going on? Give me 1 second. Lori. Hello. Hello, Alyssa. Hey, Complexity. Hey, Bestie. Hey, Lori. Hey, Shannon. Hey, Rick. Hey, Miss Redman. Can't wait for Scorpio and Leo. Thank you. Yeah, I decided, you know what? We need some good stuff. We need some good stuff, guys. Jupiter is about to go direct. I figure this is the perfect time. February 4th. I'm so excited. Wherever Jupiter is in your chart, that is where you're going to see the most progress. Although I was gonna say I have poet retrograde because of my best friend in the chat. Oh my God. I have Jupiter retrograde, so it's actually been halfway decent for me, honestly. But yeah. What's up, Alien? Hey, Tom. It's nice to see you. All right, Kinnas, if you're here, play Ethel Kane. Thank you. Um, what do I actually want to listen to? You know what? I know who I want to listen to. Because I'm kind of feeling, I don't know if I want to listen to Ethel right now. Although I do love her. Okay. No, maybe, you know what? Maybe I will. You know what? Maybe I will. I would have to switch my account to go to that other playlist. Mm, God, that guy is so crazy. Okay. All right. Okay, cool. I'll play anything. Love that. Okay, guys, welcome to All Signs. We are going to be we're going to be taking a look at the good coming to you for this coming week. So that would be February 2nd through to the 8th. Keep in mind that these are general readings, so you want to make sure to check for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. If you want to book a personal, you can do so at HYPSEE.com/Violetta Alexis, or you can go to ViolettaAlexis.com. If you guys want to book a super chat question, tonight is going to be super chat questions on HYPSEE. So you would have to either look at the pinned comment and click the link, or you could just type in your browser HYPSEE.com/Violetta Alexis, and it'll take you straight to it. Okay. And anybody that does get a super chat question, I would really appreciate it if you could leave me a review and let me know how I did. Okay, so without further ado, let me go ahead and finish this. What's up, Tyler? Oh, honey, why you look alarmed? Bitch, I'm always alarmed with everything that's going on in the world right now, honey. I am always alarmed. Ugh. All right, last shuffle. Hey, Deb. Okay. I think I need a personal. We love that. Well, I'm always available. Open 24/7 like 7-Eleven. Some guy told me that in middle school once. I think his name was Malik. I don't know why I remember that. But he was trying to flirt with me or something, and he said something like, "Come on, baby, I'm open 24/7 like 7-Eleven." I was like, wow, I honestly never forgot that. It was honestly so funny for like what age he was. You know what I mean? Okay. All right. We got the window open. Is this really not gonna work? Come on, man. Seriously? Hold on. Hold on. Come on, please work. Oh, don't be. Oh, thank God it's working. Yay. Okay. Because you remember everything, and I wish I could forget everything. You're absolutely right. Ugh. Okay. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get right into it. Let's look at Aries first, and then we'll move on down the line. Okay. He tried to be sexy or something. I mean, I remember the girls like really liked him in middle school. They really liked him in middle school, but then I ended up pouring fart juice on him. I did. Oh my God. And a lot of girls were really mad at me. I personally thought it was fucking hilarious. They didn't think it was very funny. He was playing basketball one day and I had that little bottle of fart juice and I went over there and just like pew. And he's like, oh, what's that smell? So oh my God. I'm curious to know how everyone has been feeling since the new moon. I personally have felt some kind of shift. It feels good. Well, this new moon was squaring my Venus and Pluto on my descendant. So I was definitely having some power struggles, issues around like feeling like people weren't seeing my worth in some way, definitely had some big unfortunate wake up calls about people, and it was yeah, I don't like it so far, but I imagine that it is only going to get better because it can't get any worse for me. So I can imagine it will only get better. How are you guys doing on from the new moon in Aquarius? I hope it has been okay. I mean, we're definitely going to be feeling the effects for the next couple of weeks, so be prepared for that. I don't know how I feel about the Venus conjunct Neptune tomorrow either. I really don't. This is definitely not the time. The advice I will give you, this is not the time to wear rose-colored glasses. Don't believe everything you see. Don't get scammed. Don't get catfished. Don't get robbed. This is not the time to be, taking mushrooms with somebody you just met in the woods. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely not the time. Try to stay grounded. However, I will say this is a great time for film and photography and art and poetry and all of those good things. So, any kind of creative pursuits, maybe healing as well, can be really, really great. What's up, Underdog Tarot? Yeah, it's been El Barfo, El Disgusto for me personally, but like I said, it can only get better. It can really only get better, guys. Okay. Alrighty, give me 1 second here. Oh my God, I'm an idiot. Speaking of poetry, if you guys have not subscribed to my free newsletter, aka my creativity page, basically the page where I can go to vent, you can go ahead and check it out right there. I also put an audio version for you guys. Keep in mind that these subscriptions are free. So if you want to subscribe, you want to go read my writing, my creativity, go check it out. Feel free to do so. Like I said, I do provide an audio version at the very top. So if you don't feel like reading and you just want to listen while you're at the gym or while you're on the train, I don't know, whatever the hell you guys got going on, feel free to do so. And then I have another post that's going to drop at 10 a.m. on Tuesday. I was doing great until past crush came back. Ooh, are we getting a little bit of the the Venus retrograde before it happens? She's in shadow right now. But it's all it could be the Jupiter retrograde depending upon where you have it going on. Anyway, let's see here. Now I'm nursing a migraine. I'm sorry. I'm dealing with someone who thinks she should be promoted while she's the worst and tries to prove everyone else is wrong, and she caught it. I'm dead. Tom says, not good. Work has been slow last couple of days. I'm sorry. Animal loves peace. This new moon had my heart and mind finally coming together decision wise about things. Anyone else? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I would say so. I think that's for a lot of people, you know, honestly, in my opinion. But it's definitely been rough for me for sure. It's just not easy. That square to my natal Pluto was a doozy, you know. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's look at Aries first. Keep in mind, guys, that no matter what comes out, it is still positive. Still positive. Okay. So let's go ahead and check it out. All right, Aries. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Let's go ahead and see what we have here. Judgment reversed. The Strength card. And the Star in reverse. I feel like a lot of you guys have been dealing with something from the past that you essentially have wanted to suppress or not think about or not look at, not address in some kind of way. And it could be, or it could have caused you guys some pain, or could have caused you guys to shut down in some kind of way, especially with whatever it was that you were going through, that you are going through. What I like is that the strength is here. So this tells me that whatever this may be is giving you an air of confidence and has built your confidence. Regardless of what has occurred, you're trusting the process and you certainly can trust yourself. You don't feel the need to, you know, display dramatic emotions all over the internet, or, you know, you don't feel the need to lose your mind on a boss or a partner. You're just kind of holding tight. And like I said, whatever this thing is that you've already, this to me is something that you've already been through that has made you stronger, and that confidence is really going to show this coming week. So I feel like a lot of people are looking at you like the strong person, the person that can hold it all together, you know, the passionate person, almost like a leader archetype in some kind of way. So I think that's good. For some of you, it can feel like you guys are very drawn to like being an activist or something in regards to the healing of the public or something to do with society in some way. Okay, so maybe you take your beliefs very seriously, or you know, whatever it is that you believe in or that you would fight for. And I think that maybe some people are looking at you like a leader in some way, but it's almost like you haven't quite caught on to what the higher meaning of that is. What is that? I don't know what that was. There's like a bug in here. Seven of Swords in reverse, the Fool, and the Seven of Cups in reverse. There's something that you're realizing in regards to your own sense of personal truth. There may be something that you finally understand. You're looking at it like objectively, and it's helping you be like, you know what? Fuck yeah. And this can mean the Fool energy is about letting go of the baggage, right? We're traveling light. That's the Fool, because he trusts that he'll be able to acquire what he needs on his way to where he's going. And you're making a choice in regards to whatever that is. So, for me, I feel like maybe some of you guys are having a really big conversation about something that is driving you to make a choice about your ultimate purpose. But I don't feel like that Venus conjunct Neptune is going to create a fog for you guys. At least not a lot of you. You guys seem to have your, head in the game, is what I want to say. Your advice for this is the Five of Cups in reverse, the Universe, the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Finish what you start. Say it even if your voice shakes. Whatever journey you're deciding to go on, it's asking you to finish it. It's asking you to complete it. It's asking you to go all the way with whatever this is. And you're going to understand why I say this later. But this isn't the time to bring these past issues with you. And I think that that's why that Judgment in reverse is here, because you don't want to. But please keep in mind that, like, I was talking to this woman, she's an Aries actually, and she was just a great, great lady. But she was talking about her trauma, and and I said, well, how do you deal with your problems? Like, how do you deal with your trauma? And she goes, well, we just shove it in the box. My generation, she was 10 years older than me. She goes, we just shove it in the box and we keep it there and we move on. And I was like, well, maybe that's why you're complaining about why you feel so sad all the time, or why you feel like you don't have a purpose or whatever. And so I was explaining to her that until she deals with that box of junk, it's going to be really difficult for her to operate normally like she would without that jack in the box hanging over her head all the time. And I feel like what you guys are doing is you're opening the box, and you know exactly what to do with it. You know exactly what to make with it, to create with it, what to do with it. And because of that, it's changing some kind of trajectory, regardless of what other people think. At this point, there's something with you guys where you're at this point where you don't care what other people think about one particular path or what something that you're needing to complete, or in regards to your own personal bigger picture. You have Leo energy for your advice. Well, you're showing up as Leo energy, and then have faith in your dreams. And then big picture thinking. Wasn't I just saying something about that? How funny. So this is telling you to be confident. Say it with your chest, right? Leo energy. Be the leader. Be the leader that you want to see in other people. Have faith in your dreams. Go after the thing that opens up your heart space. But seriously, follow your heart. That's what Leo's all about, is following the heart space. Leo, the sun, represents the heart. Okay. And in regards to the bigger picture, allow yourself to feel inspired. Allow yourself to go for it, and if other people can't get on the bandwagon or other people don't agree, that's okay. Maybe they will in time, but it's not about them, it's about you. Leo is about my sense of self-expression and what I want to create and what I want to say, right? So that is what I have for you, Aries. I hope that you guys will like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you guys want to book a super chat during this live, then you can visit HYPSEE.com/Violetta Alexis, or you can just click the link in the pinned comment, or the pinned whatever. Let's move on to Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Taurus, let's see the good coming towards you after I get this water. Thank you. Okay. I start to get anxious when I get too much clutter on my desk. All right, Taurus, let's go ahead and check it out. Ooh, Taurus. Well, I know you're going to love that. The 10 of Pentacles, the King of Wands in reverse, and the 7 of Wands. Okay. That King of Wands in reverse. Okay. I asked if this was you. It gave me reverse, so I'm gonna go with no. This feels like somebody else. It looks like financially you're doing pretty damn good. It looks like you're very focused on your future, on your legacy, what it is that truly makes you happy as an individual. I do think that you have somebody here who may be trying to King of Wands in reverse, yeah. So this can represent somebody who's trying to maybe control you, or somebody who's projecting their insecurities onto you, somebody who's blowing smoke, somebody who is walking around with their chest out, you know, trying to compete with you because that 7 of Wands is there. It feels like a masculine energy. So I don't know who this is, but it seems like this person, the King of Wands in reverse, is very butthurt. He's somebody who thinks he's a leader and he's not. He's somebody who can sometimes be the King of Wands in reverse can sometimes be a little bit of a misogynist kind of person, you know, even if it's a woman. You know, and it can be the kind of guy that's like, women belong in the kitchen, you know, like that kind of guy. So I'm not saying that specifically, but you get the idea. And it seems like this person may be trying to push you around in some way. I think with the 7 of Wands, it seems like you're standing up to whomever this is. I don't think that you want to fight with the 5 of Wands in reverse. I don't think that you want an argument. It seems like a lot of you guys are just very focused on the future and what it is that you can build and what it is that you have already built. And I think that when we get to the 10 of Pentacles, there's always going to be a little bit of maybe competition, or people trying to humble you, or people trying to knock you off your horse. But that just means that you're doing something right. If everyone is super friendly with you all the time, right, and they're not trying to like ruin your life or talk shit about you, you have nothing that they want, which means you need to do better. Okay, so take it as a compliment. And then, oh wow, okay. The 9 of Cups, the 4 of Wands in reverse, and the 8 of Cups in reverse. Where you may have felt like you've settled before, whether that is in a relationship, whether that is in just with the company that you keep in general, it seems like you are creating some distance between you and others, or creating some distance between you and something from your past, with that 4 of Wands in reverse. The 4 of Wands in reverse is where we don't welcome something in anymore, right? Or we just don't welcome it in general. And the 8 of Cups in reverse is something from the past. And it can feel like it's something that we are settling for, we would be settling for, or we have settled for before. And with that 9 of Cups energy, this is you choosing self. This is you choosing what makes you happy on an individual level. And it seems like there's some kind of wish fulfillment, something coming true for you in a creative sense, maybe in a romantic sense as well. The 9 of Cups is whatever this means for you. The 9 of Cups is, I really wanted this, but the only way towards the 9 of Cups is through the 8 of Cups, which means reality check moment. We got to go at it alone and not be afraid to do so. The Temperance, the King of Swords, the King of Cups. Some of you, if you're interested in love, I think that it can certainly find you at this time if you're open to it. There could be a couple of different options for you with that King of Swords and the King of Cups there. it seems like this could also just simply be if you're not interested in love, or if you already are in a relationship, in a monogamous relationship, this can be a partner maybe offering you some really solid advice, somebody who cares about you, somebody who is creating a very balanced and safe space for you to be able to communicate your emotions. If this is not about love at all, hold on. Okay. If this is not about love in any capacity, then what I will say is this can be masculine energy in your life, healthy masculine energy, who is trying to help you find more balance in your life, who is trying to help you settle the score in your own life, if that makes sense. This is somebody who, or people who are smart, emotionally intelligent, and people that play fair. Okay, let me put it like that. So it seems like you're on the up and up, which I really like. You have Mercury. It's time to release negativity, karmic relationships, polarity, soul growth, and conflict. So a lot of you may have some things on your mind with that Mercury energy. Maybe it's a person, maybe it is financial issues, maybe it is your habits that are impacting the well-being of your life. I think that it's time for you to figure out a way to release that, whether that is talking to a therapist, whether that's, telling somebody politely to fuck off, right? Whatever it may be. And I only say that because I'm seeing karmic relationships as one of the advice givers. So this makes me feel like there's a relationship in your life that's impacting you negatively that you need to basically get off your plate. For others of you, if you're not in a relationship or you're not dealing with an ex in any kind of way, it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. It can be about how you relate to people, and are you communicating proper boundaries, things like that. So I say we're because I'm a Taurus rising, Taurus moon, but I feel like you guys are changing the way that you think. And then we're going to have a Mercury Kazemi, which is that a freaking moth? Get out of here. Why do they find me? What was I saying? I don't remember what I was just saying. Um, Anyway, time to release negativity. Great. Moving on. Thank you so much, Taurus. I really appreciate it. I hope that you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you guys want to book a super chat question during this live, you are free to do so. I'll go ahead and put that link right here in the chat. Okay. All right. Let's move on to Gemini. All right. We got a little bit of Billie Eilish playing in the background. Love that. Oh my God, I'm using the crappy mic. Whoops. Okay, that should be better. Hold on, let me see something. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm sure my audio sounded like crap. Sorry. What's up, April Fools? How you doing? What the hell was that? Did you guys see that? That was weird. Okay, let's move on to Gemini. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Welcome. Let's go ahead and see the good coming towards you for this coming week between February 2nd and the 8th. The Queen of Swords in reverse. The Ace of Cups in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Remember, guys, it doesn't matter what falls on the table. It's still positive, okay? A lot of you guys could have been dealing with a very draining situation that continued to show up in your life and basically bother you, hold you back, keep you in a loop, keep you in a cycle. I think that you're realizing that whatever that is that has been draining you, you really can't give it your energy anymore because that's why it's draining you. Whatever it is that we are giving our energy to, it has the ability to fulfill us or it has the ability to drain us. So it's really about what are you giving your energy to that's keeping you in a cycle. And it's asking you, has it been a lover? Is it your own parents? Is it your own old outdated beliefs that no longer suit you? Well, what you are doing is you're realizing that, and you're probably about to have a big breakthrough in regards to your higher beliefs and how that affects your mental state, how that affects your emotional being. So what I see is that instead of you guys giving all of this energy to everybody else, you're giving it to yourself. Maybe you're getting more sleep, right? Maybe you are giving energy more so to your own hobbies and your own dreams instead of a spouse's or a best friend, or not that something is wrong with that, but whatever it is that you've kept giving to that's making you basically feel bloodless and boneless, you can't do that anymore. And you're coming to that realization. So you're probably going to start to feel a lot better by the end of the week, is what I want to say. The Nine of Wands. Yeah, I told you. Moon in reverse, the Page of Swords. I feel like you guys are learning a lot about yourselves. I think that for some of you, you can probably get some good news from another person via DM or online, something like that. Something where you learn something about yourself. For a lot of you, you are learning to fight your own demons. You are learning to stand tall, even in the face of adversity, even in the face of your own shadow. And I think that you're coming out on top. You're coming out swinging because of it. And these situations that we do put ourselves in, right? I think that you're going to learn a lot and you're probably going to evolve a great deal because of whatever this was, even though it felt and probably feels really shitty in the moment. I really think that you're going to stand tall. I think you are going to feel a little bumped and bruised, but you are the one that's coming out on top with the Nine of Wands. You are the one that's faced your shadow. You are the one that it's almost like your inner child is getting a moment to breathe or to revive itself. So I see this energy about you once you've combated whatever that is, which it feels like you're on the precipice of doing right now. There's almost this new spark of creativity or curiosity or innocence about you. You guys could be writing. You guys could be journaling. You guys could be tweeting. You guys could be creating your own Substack, right? Whatever it is. We have the Five of Swords in reverse. We have the Knight of Pentacles, and then we have the Two of Swords. Above all else, you're keeping your peace, which is exactly what I think that you want. You know, I really want to say for some of you, I'm really sorry. Like I'm really sorry because I do feel like you have truly gone through something that either maybe it was a long time ago and it still affects you, or maybe you're going through it now, but I see you truly empowering yourself, which is so powerful. It's so powerful to see that. And you guys are at this point where you're like, I'm not playing any games. I'm going to take this very seriously. There could be something financially that you're going towards or something that you're building at your own pace, and it seems like you're doing it right. And it's something that's right for you. It's something that I don't want to say brings you peace. It's like you're giving yourself the peace that you know that you deserve. We have Yang. Expect powerful change. The Seven Star Sisters, Birthing Creations, Tapestry of Life, Expression. So a lot of you guys are doing something maybe creative. Maybe you're posting it online, what have you, and it's encouraging you, Yang, to go ahead and do that, to chase that, to follow that thing that brings you peace if that's what it is. Maybe it's that you're wanting to learn something. Maybe you love astrology and that brings you peace and it's telling you to go for that. You know, maybe you turn a career into it or who knows, right? But I feel like the more initiative you take, the more change that you're going to see. So that is what I have for you, Gemini. Thank you guys so much. I hope that you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you guys would like to book a super chat question, then you can do so at HYPSEE.com/Violetta Alexis. I went ahead and just put that in the chat just now. What's up, Jake? How are you? My biggest fan on Substack. And speaking of Substack, here is my latest post. I hope you guys enjoy it. All right, let's move on to Cancer after I get these cards out of the way, and then I gotta pee. All right, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Let's see the good coming towards you for the week of February 2nd through to the 8th. The Chariot in reverse. Remember, no matter what shows up here, it's all positive. The Chariot in reverse, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups in reverse. Some of you may have felt a little inconsistent, or you may have felt like you were forcing something. You may have felt stopped in your own tracks. You may have felt like you needed to reprioritize. You may have felt afraid to do something, afraid to leave, afraid to visit, afraid to go here, afraid to do this. So what I feel like you guys are doing is you're settling with yourself. You're settling with yourself. You're enjoying your life. Some of you are single with that Nine of Pentacles. Now, the Nine of Pentacles, it doesn't mean that they want to stay single and F everybody else. The Nine of Pentacles is still open to the Ten of Pentacles. So it's still open to a relationship, but it doesn't necessarily have to be that either. Now, I see that the Page of Cups is in reverse, so maybe you're not feeling too vulnerable. It feels like more so, if anything, you may be internalizing some emotions and you're just simply trying to take care of yourself and enjoy your life. The Nine of Pentacles likes to show up when we want to focus on self, when we want to take care of ourselves, when we want to enjoy the fruits of our labor, guys, our labor, right? So that's kind of where you're at, is what it looks like to me. It's almost like you're putting a halt on something, or you're putting a halt on things, and you are just being okay with yourself. Can't be mad at you there. The Magician in reverse. The Six of Pentacles in reverse with the Tower. If you guys have kept feeling like something that you were trying to gain, something that was causing you a lot of self-doubt, causing you to question your own sense of, oh, I forgot to change the thing. Sorry about that. Causing you a lot of question around your worth, your value, what it is that you feel like you have to offer. Maybe you were feeling taken advantage of. Maybe you were feeling like something wasn't being appreciated. I feel like with that Tower energy, if that is the case, it seems like if you haven't made a decision on whatever this is to rid yourself of it, it seems like the decision is being made for you. Now, I know that sounds like that doesn't sound positive. I'm telling you that it is, because now you're essentially able to remove whatever that is out of your life and create space for actual manifestations that you want to come in. Actual people or jobs or whatever that pay you enough or see your worth, or there's equal give and take. And so sometimes a shakeup is needed. God, life, the universe tends to want to make us very uncomfortable when we've been too comfortable for too long. So I feel like that's where you guys are at, and you're going to see a huge rebuild of your life, your values, your thoughts, your manifestations, and what and whom you allow into your inner circle or your life. I love this so much. The Page of Wands, the Sun, and the Hermit. This is beautiful energy for me. This is all about identity and self-expression and your inner child and what's going to bring you this sense of confidence in regards to who you are, what you believe, how you express yourself, the things that you want to overcome or go after and or pursue. A lot of you guys may be expressing yourselves creatively, maybe behind the scenes. I think that a lot of you guys are learning about yourselves through that process. You guys seem to be very optimistic, excited about the future. Some of you can be reaching out to somebody. You can be reaching out to somebody who ends up teaching you a lot about yourself. But this to me is the hermit, you have to remember, is about self awareness. It's about awareness. It's about, I have been looking my whole life for something outside of me, to complete my identity, to validate who I am. But this is you taking it in your own hands to be able to do that yourself. And through that, I truly believe that you're going to find some of the missing pieces that you may have felt like you lost along the way. Fire. A new start is coming. And the golden children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, and rare gifts. So I think that what this is probably telling you is to get inspired, get excited, have the new start. Don't say no to opportunities, people, places, as long as they're healthy and safe, right? And it doesn't go against your morals or values, obviously. But I do think it's time for you guys to touch back with your inner child. You know, what is the thing that you loved to do when you were a kid, right? Before everybody told you that that was a ridiculous goal and you could never be that, or you could never have this, or and bring that person back, I think is what it is essentially telling you. Try to remember to embrace your innocence, your gifts, and your sense of tenderness, because that is going to allow the most good into your life, I think. So thank you so much, Cancer. I hope that you guys will like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you would like to book a super chat question, you can do so by clicking the link that wrong link. Let me go ahead and put the link in the chat box. All right, here you go. Okay, cool. Now I gotta pee. All righty. Oh, thank you, Vanessa. All right. Then we're going to go ahead and get down with Leo over here. Give me one moment. I have to pee so bad. What's up, Robin? Hey, Top Flight. Hey, Vanessa. Hey, Infinite. All right, one sec. I really want to make a protein shake. If you guys could just give me 1 second. What's up, Spicy? Ugh. I don't like pineapples. I'm allergic. What's up, bad lady vet? I don't know. I mean, 3 people had asked, so I don't see anything here. I don't know. What flavor? Chocolate, double rich chocolate. Am I frozen? Why is it doing that? Okay. I don't know why it was freezing like that. You guys, please let me know if it starts freezing. You're okay now? Yeah, I don't know what that was. Sorry, guys. Thanks, Stacy. Yeah, I did get in a workout. Yes. It was like glitching a little bit, Lori. You look calm as fuck tonight, V. Yeah, it took me a bit to get here, but I'm okay. Shake weight, whatever. Okay. Let's do Leo. Hi, Alexis! Oh my god! Yeah, it's saying you're not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. What's up, Violet? Okay, well, get it together. All right, guys, just let me know in the chat if I freeze or anything, okay? What's up, Robin? Leo. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Welcome. Let's go ahead and see the good coming towards you from February 2nd through to the 8th. Keep in mind that no matter what cards fall out, it's all positive. The Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, the Four of Cups in reverse. I really, really like this. It seems like you're in a pretty stable position. Money looks really, really great. I think that you guys are taking care of yourselves, taking care of your home, lots of self-care, and if you guys have a business, if you're an entrepreneur in some kind of way, you own a business or you work in finance or beauty or anything, I see that that is going really well also. Now, what I think that Page of Pentacles is indicating is that whatever it is that you already have built in your life, whatever it is that's already established, you guys seem to be building on top of what already is. So with that Four of Cups in reverse, it seems like if there was some kind of situation where maybe you were like, oh God, I've been doing this same thing for years. I've been doing the same job for years. I've, been in the same place in my career for so long. Then you're like, you know what? Why don't I take it into my own hands, learn the course, do the thing in order to graduate in some way, in order to evolve in what it is that I already have. So it seems like if there has been too much of a good thing or too much going on, or you just even getting bored with your situation, I see you guys turning that around by implementing something new in regards to what already exists in your life. What's up, Victoria? All right. Then We have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Eight of Wands in reverse. And we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. If you've had somebody in your life who has just been taking and taking and taking, trying to force you into things, trying to wiggle their way into your life and just drain you, or once again, take you, throw you off balance, throw you off kilter, you know, create a lot of imbalance in regards to your finances, in regards to your mentality, in regards to your life in general, I see that something about that is probably being eradicated. So you may be blocking this person. You may be like, you know what? It's done for me, buddy. You know, that's what it looks like to me. So I don't know if this is a partner. I don't know if this is an employee that you're telling to F off, but it seems like this person is not going to be draining you anymore. The Emperor in reverse, the Eight of Swords, the Three of Swords in reverse. It seems like a lot of you guys are getting your personal power back. If you guys have been in a situation or around a person that's been incredibly abusive, trying to push you around, once again taking from you, where you're feeling like you're stuck in some way or you can't get out, especially in an abusive situation, obviously call the cops or, you know, talk to somebody that can help you, right? But it seems like you guys are alleviating yourselves from that. You are dismissing this energy and you are creating new energy in your life because it just seems like this situation has been so disappointing for you that you are, what I want to say is finally getting out. House 1, a win-win outcome is forecast. All paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. If you guys have really felt like you needed to be in control of a person or you felt like you really needed to have control over a situation or whatever it may be, you guys are like, I don't need to. I don't need to. I don't need to focus on somebody else or what it is that they're going to be doing or saying or what have you. What you're doing is focusing on self with that House 1 energy. I want to say with a win-win outcome is forecast. If you have had any kind of arguments or conflicts with another person, another party, it seems like things can be resolved and both parties can win in some scenario. But that's not what I initially got. What I initially got is that you feel like you can have one thing, but you can't have the other, when I actually think that you can have both, whatever that means. With the all paths lead home, if you're worried that making a certain decision is not going to take you to the place that you want to go, I feel like you're wrong. I feel like you're going to be exactly where you need to be in the moment, and you're going to get exactly where you're going to get, where you need to be. So I feel like eventually you will. Now, obviously, based around the decisions that you're making, it could either take a little bit longer or shorter. It just depends on you. So that is what I have for you, Leo. Thank you so much. I do hope that you'll like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you guys want to book a super chat with me, you can do. Oh no, I didn't realize that that was freaking on. Oh my God, I have to turn that off. But I'll take it. Oh my God, I forgot that that was freaking on. That was supposed to be off. Oh my God. Well, I'll take that one though, obviously. Thanks a lot, Bad Lady Vet. Okay. Anyway, if you guys want to book any super chat questions, then feel free to do so at HYPSEE.com/Violetta Alexis. I went ahead and put that link in the chat box right there. Okay. Okay. Yeah, no, that was not supposed to be. That was an accident. Clearly, I forgot to turn that off from Tuesdays. Okay. Okay. Let's move on. What's up, Letty? Oh, thank you, Top Flight. Okay, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Let's go ahead and see the good coming towards you. between the week of February 2nd through to the 8th, okay? Keep in mind, no matter what cards fall out, it's still positive. We have the Death card, we have the Ten of Wands, and we have the Six of Cups. So there's an ending happening in regards to something that's been a burden for probably a really long time. The Death card is a completion, and it's usually something that is happening outside of yourself that you don't necessarily have control over. What I will say is that it's going to release some kind of stress from your life where you don't feel like you're carrying around a backpack full of bricks all the time. I think that with that Six of Cups, if it's about a person, it's about taking the gifts that that person gave you and kind of cherishing them. And I don't want to say running with it because I don't think that that's it, but cherishing it and appreciating it for the memories. To me, I think that whatever this ending is bringing some kind of gift towards you, because that is sometimes what the Six of Cups can indicate. It can be a gift from God. So it may feel a little tumultuous. It may feel like, oh my God, this is just so damn heavy. But the reason why it's ending is there's something that has needed to complete for a while. And the reason why it's out of your control is because I think it's been in your control for a while, but you may have refused to put the wands down. You may have refused to make the decision. And so it kind of feels like it is coming from outside of you that is like, you know what? You can rest now. I think that a lot of you guys are evolving. I think that you have a lot on your plate, but it almost feels like there are worse things to be burdened by. Like, what I mean by this is maybe you own a tarot business and this week you just get a ton of clients and you're like, damn, okay, this is a lot, but because you had that ending, it's giving you that time and that space to be able to bring that in. And it seems like something that, yes, it's a lot, but it's something that you can handle. And it is quite literally a gift. The High Priestess in reverse, the Four of Swords in reverse, and the Knight of Cups. I think that you can probably move forward with confidence. If you guys are creatives in any kind of way, I definitely see you guys dealing with something in a creative way. So if you guys have been having issues around healing, if you guys have been a little stressed, you could be taking action towards poetry, acting, film, anything maybe a little bit behind the scenes. Or some of you, if you've been kind of behind the scenes in regards to your creativity or in regards to love, this can be the time where you start taking action towards those things. I can also see this for some of you if there's been somebody in your life who has been hiding something, or maybe you feel like there's been some kind of secret or something like that. This person can show up with vulnerability and be honest with you about said thing, but it almost feels like it's not as bad as you thought, or it's something where you find out maybe your intuition was wrong and it may be something that you wanted to be wrong about. Other than that, no, I feel like that's pretty much it. Nine of Swords in reverse, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. Beautiful, beautiful, love it. Now, notice there's three completions here, which I find very interesting. I think that a lot of you, if you are moving on from a partner in some way, I feel like you guys are finding yourselves less stressed about it. There can be a new opportunity that presents itself if that's something that you're interested in, if you're open to a relationship, or there can be some kind of renewal in a previous relationship. But I do feel like you are changing something or letting go of something that has been a burden in your life. So this can indicate maybe a new thing replacing that in some way. It seems like that Ten of Cups is leading to some kind of very positive dynamic, either with you and family or with you and potentially a new relationship. House 12. Whew. So remember what I said about behind the scenes, spending some time alone. This may be the case. We have communication is key, new moon in Gemini, earth pulsing, pulse of the mother, slow down, time in nature. So this may be telling you maybe some writing behind the scenes can really, really help you. This can also be saying that there's a conversation that needs to be had behind the scenes in order to let go or in order to heal it. It's asking you not to make any quick moves. Try to enjoy your life. Try to enjoy the soft life, at least for a week, right? And slow down. Don't feel like you need to overcommit to things. Don't feel like you need to overdo it in some aspect of your life. Just take the time that you need. The 12th house is there because it's where we go to let go of all of the crap before we show up in our identity. First house. 12th house comes before the first house. So we let all that stuff go. All of our negative coping mechanisms, all of our addictions, all of our bad habits, or maybe we're needing to get more sleep as well. Maybe that's what it's telling you. Maybe we're needing to incorporate more meditation, but whatever that is helps us become a better person, helps us to operate better in our daily lives. Okay. So that is what I have for you, Virgo. Thank you guys so much. And if you want to book a super chat question with me, then you can feel free to do so at HYPSEE.com/Violetta Alexis. I went ahead and just put that in the chat box below. You're welcome, Victoria. All right, moving on to Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Let's go ahead and see the good coming towards you between the week of February 2nd and through the 8th. Keep in mind that no matter what cards drop onto the table, it's still all positive. We have the Knight of Wands. We have the Six of Swords in reverse. We have the Empress in reverse. Okay. Well, that's you there, Libra. I think a lot of you have been maybe questioning where your value lies, what it is that you want to create, what you want to do, things from the past that have kind of you feel destroyed your self-esteem in some way. I think that you guys are working on having a healthier self-image. I think with that Knight of Wands there as well, it seems like you guys are really excited to take action towards something that is going to encourage that is going to help your own sense of self-image, the way that you perceive yourself, and your own level of creativity. So it seems like whatever the self-worth, the self-issues are, whatever it is from the past that has made you feel this way, what you're doing is you're turning that around for yourself and you're taking action towards the things that light you up, towards the things that make your heart melt, right? Not to be corny. Seems like you guys are really showing up kind of like the life of the party. And I'm not necessarily saying that you're going to a party, just like the person that everybody is looking at, the person that can rile up a crowd in a positive way, right? The Knight of Wands is exciting to watch. He or she is an exciting person to perceive. And I feel like that's what you guys are doing to help heal some kind of either maybe mother wound for some of you, or to be able to find that spark of creativity again, or that sense of purpose. Yeah, see, Ace of Wands in reverse, the Four of Pentacles in reverse, and the Two of Cups in reverse. A lot of you have maybe feeling misunderstood, misrepresented. Some of you have had a disconnect with a partner recently, or with somebody that you cared about very much, which could kind of, put holes in your sails a little bit, cause you to move a little bit slower. I think that some of you were just saying, you know what, F it, right? some of you guys are taking a really big chance that's going to actually inspire you, even though you may have been feeling a little down and out, once again, misunderstood or disconnected from self and or others. The risk that you take, the risk that you don't say no to, is going to be the thing that gets you out of that funk. And sometimes that's what we need to do. We just need to move, you know? Yeah, see, the Lover's in reverse, the Ace of Swords, and the Three of Cups. So whatever this disconnect has been, whatever this maybe unrequited love is, whatever this misunderstanding is, this disconnect that you're having with somebody because of morals, values, religious and or spiritual beliefs, whatever it is, it seems like you guys are having serious clarity now, not just around that connection specifically, but around the company that you want to keep, the company that understands you, the company that nurtures you. The Three of Cups is Mercury in Cancer. So it's that really loving, protective communication. We're being open, we're being vulnerable. You know, it's okay to talk about our childhood with this person or these people. It's okay to talk about our past, etc., etc. So to me, I feel like you guys are surrounding yourselves with really great company that seems very fulfilling and exciting and happy. And whatever that is giving you a lot of clarity on this other situation that made you feel like shit about yourself. Chiron. Yeah, there's a wound here. A new romantic cycle begins. I think that a lot of you are probably if you guys are having issues around a relationship or you felt like you've been having a hard time with love, I think that this is a time where you start learning how to heal the wounds, the same wounds that have been attracting unhealthy partners into your life, okay? And I think that you guys could be meeting somebody through a friend group or through like going out or something like that. um for others of you, if you're already in a relationship, okay, and it's a healthy relationship and it's something that you're attempting to work on, I really feel like the clarity that these friends give you or that this conversation allows you to have, it seems like it is able to impact your current relationship in a very positive way where you guys can kind of heal your wounds through each other and together to be able to have a renewal within your dynamic. And then we have, oh my God, longing for home, homesick for the stars. So Hiereth is one of my favorites. I love this. I almost got this word tattooed on me because I very much resonate with that. But it's somebody who feels like they don't belong anywhere. Somebody who feels like nobody really understands them. They don't really have a safe place to lay their head, literally or figuratively. And so I feel like this for you guys, if you are having issues around a relationship and it's just not working, this can be the time where you actually find a person that you feel like you truly belong with. For others of you, it can be, if you're already in a healthy relationship, this can be a time where you guys find this mutual understanding with one another, which can strengthen the relationship and heal it. For others of you, it can be totally separate from a romantic relationship. This can be where you really find where it is that you belong in regards to group dynamics or friends. Okay. So that is what I have for you, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Thank you guys so much. If you want to book a personal reading, you can do so on my website at violettaalexis.com. And if you want to book a super chat during this live, then you can visit HYPSEE.com/violettaalexis. You can find that link in the chat. No, I'm not. Answering this woman. Okay. So now we have Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Welcome. Let's go ahead and see the good that is coming towards you between February 2nd through to the 8th. Oh, wow, Infinite. Look at that. The Knight of Swords, the Queen of Cups reversed, and the Justice reversed. Well, I'm not surprised, Scorpio, right? With the trust issues. Um, a lot of you guys have maybe felt like you made the wrong decision, or some of you guys feel totally emotionally imbalanced, like something outside of you, or something, a decision that's being made on your behalf, or a decision that's being made by another person is causing you maybe to feel really down. What I will say is that with that Knight of Swords, you're cutting right through the crap. I think that you're finding out a lot of things that you really wanted to find out. I think that you're getting a lot of answers that you really wanted. And I think that you're having a conversation that's going to give you a lot of clarity. And I think it's probably going to bring you peace. It's probably going to help you move forward and help you make a better decision for yourself, especially if there's something, someone, whatever it may be in your life where you feel like you are undervalued or you are not cared for or appreciated, or where you may feel like there's somebody in your life who's not relationship or friendship minded, where maybe they just simply care for themselves and they're just out for themselves. Once again, I feel like you guys are cutting right through the crap and once again getting a lot of answers that you were probably just hoping to hear for a very, very long time. The 10 of Swords in reverse, the Queen of Wands in reverse, the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. There's something that you've probably, or someone, whatever it is, that you've been attached to for a really long time. And I feel like this thing has created a lot of jealousy or triggered a lot of insecurity within you. It has probably really triggered a lot of anger within you. And it may be this energy of you realizing that putting energy into the thing that's giving you all of these triggers is doing nothing for you. I think that when we meet people or we get involved in situations where it does trigger us or that person does trigger us, it's because the universe is trying to be like, hey, I need you to understand that there's a trigger here and I need you to do something about it so that way you can move on to the next level. 10 of Swords in reverse. 10 of Swords in reverse to me can be the fortune after the difficulty. And I think that's what you guys are likely experiencing. And I think you guys are experiencing it because you're getting these answers. You're starting to understand where some of these feelings are coming from and why a specific situation had to occur in the way that it did. And all it's going to do is make you a better person. All it's going to do is make you a more evolved person, make you a less angry person, a less jealous person. Whatever your issues are, we all got them, you know? And it seems like it's going to help you to work on yourself and raise the standard that you have for you, your work, even, or just your day to day and how you operate on a daily basis. The Seven of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, the Sage in reverse. I think that for a lot of you, you guys are probably abandoning this idea about yourselves that isn't suiting you. So, around any kind of self worth, self doubt, or you guys have been doubting your own potential in some kind of way, I really feel like those days are over. It seems like you guys are going full throttle with whatever this is. You guys seem to be investing in yourselves in some way. So, it can also be that you guys are paying off debts, you have the means to do it. It can be that you are investing more time and energy in regards to what your potential is made up of. And I think that for others of you, if you've had issues around abandonment wounds or feeling like you need to give far more than you actually need to just in order to get mildly appreciated, I feel like you guys are investing into the things that are going to get you out of that energy. Fixed. What do you need to release? Star family, you're part of a team of souls, call in support. So for me, this makes me feel like um there's something here that with that fixed energy and the what do you need to release, it makes me feel like you've been holding on to something for a really long time that is not helping you. I think that when it comes to isolation, try not to do that. Try not to isolate yourself. Try not to shut out the entire world. I think it's important for you right now to be around people, and you might just find that something is offered to you through your socialization of yourself and being around others. So, um, I would imagine that a lot of you guys are probably going to find out something by the company that you keep, something that is of value to you, or you're going to get answers through other people. So I want to say, don't be afraid to like reach out to people, hang out with people if that's something that you're up for next week. So thank you so much, Scorpio. I really appreciate it. I hope that you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you guys want to book a personal reading, you can do so at violettaalexis.com. And if you want to book a super chat question, then you can do so at HYPSEE.com/violettaalexis. And I'll go ahead and put that in the chat right here. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Let's go ahead and take a look here at your week, February 2nd through to the 8th. Keep in mind, regardless of what cards pop up, it's still positive. The Two of Wands in reverse, the Six of Wands, and the Hangman. I'm almost getting this energy of what do I do with all this attention? A lot of you guys seem to be gaining some kind of recognition. Your reputation might be a little bit better, might be getting sprinkled next week for some reason. There may be something that you've gone through or something that you've accomplished that is making people look at you in a positive light. And it's making you look at you in a positive light with that hangman there. I think it's allowing you to, it's almost like somebody who, like, let me just kick you a scenario, right? I'm not saying that this is what it is, but it's almost like somebody who has a really crappy job and then they end up like making a TikTok or something like that. And then they make another TikTok, and then they realize, like, wow, I could actually do this for a living. I'm freaking blowing up on here. What do I do about this? You know, that's almost the energy that I'm getting. So there are worse problems to have, right? Because it seems to me like you have options. It seems to me like you're being very awarded or appreciated for something that you're contributing to the world, to a place, to a person, whatever it is. And now it's making you think. Now it's making you think, what do I do about this? You know, do I quit my day job? I'm not telling you to do that, right? I don't know what your personal situation is, but it certainly feels good, is what I want to say. Could also be very healing for you as well. It could also be something in the creative realm because the hangman is Neptune. We have the devil in reverse. We have the Three of Wands. We have the Naked Heart. Wow. I love this. The reason I love this so much is the devil in reverse is an awareness of a negative attachment that we've had, of a negative outlook we've had of ourselves, being super fixated or obsessed with something or someone that was just simply not good for us. It can be self sabotaging behaviors. It can be greed. I mean, it can literally be so many different things. But the good thing is that whatever that thing is, you're coming to a realization of it. And because you're coming to a realization of it, you're now looking at the possibilities. What are the possibilities? This kind of reminds me of when I stopped drinking alcohol, and it took about, I wanna say, maybe a month or something like that, and then I got monetized on YouTube, and then I got a bunch of other things that started happening for me that I was like, "Wow, all I had to do was just stop drinking to realize my full potential." There's so many possibilities after that, and then I started becoming more authentic, being true to myself instead of feeling like I needed to show up in certain ways. I'm not saying I'm 100% authentic, I don't think anybody truly is, but I started realizing that being me is really okay. It's really okay, which then got me back into my writing, right? It got me to start taking acting, working with an acting coach and all of these other things. So it seems like that's what you guys are doing. There's something that you're realizing that you're like, ugh, that's an absolute no. And now, because of that realization, now there are more realizations being built on top of those realizations, which is leading you to your most authentic desires. The Five of Swords, the Fool, the Nine of Wands. I mean, there's such a strong determination, I think, that you have after this realization, a brand new journey, something where where you feel like you can leave the negativity behind you. I think with the Nine of Wands, you guys are really coming out on top in a coming out swinging kind of way. And I think you guys are going to probably see that around the end of the week. Ooh, house 9. Some of you can be winning a legal battle, working with a mentor or a guru. Maybe you guys are taking a trip in some way. Maybe you guys are really focused on spirituality as well. Then you have a personal issue reaches a resolution, full moon in Cancer. What I want to say is, when it comes to problem solving, or when it comes to looking at a specific issue in your life, try to look at it with a higher mind. This doesn't mean that you have to take a bunch of crap from people. This doesn't mean that you should accept any kind of abuse or less than. But sometimes I really believe that the best decisions are made from empathy, that are made from understanding, and trying to look at something as if you're a third party dealing with that. Do you know what I'm saying? And I think if you guys do that, that's when you guys are going to find the most beneficial realization for you. And then the great severing, Mars energy, anger, conflict, and softening to love. So I just said about the empathy, right? I just said about empathy and a higher understanding and a higher mind, and your philosophy about people and life and how that could really change your life in general. Perception is everything. And the and house 9 is that higher mind, that broader perspective, right? We're not getting lost in the details. How they say the devil's in the details. Well, we're turning that around. So I feel like it's asking you to look at something from a more empathetic perspective, right? And sometimes that's not easy. I remember that I dated this man who was incredibly physically abusive. I mean, he was so physically abusive. It was really bad. Now, that doesn't mean that we need to accept this person into our life. That doesn't mean we need to sleep with them. That doesn't mean we need to go have a drink with them after work. But once I separated myself from the situation and I was having a really hard time resolving it within myself, I was like, I know that this boy was so physically abused when he was a baby by his disgusting father, and how his father was a pimp, literally. I can't make this up. And his mother was the was, worked for him. Let's put it that way. And I came to understand his perspective about why he viewed women that way, why he was so violent within himself. I came to understand why he started having, gay thoughts. You know what I mean? And it doesn't mean that what he did was okay, but it helps me, or helped me, understand that hurt people. And not everybody gets the perspective, right? House 9 gets that higher perspective, gets that mentor, that guru in their life who cares enough to help, right? They sometimes don't get the second chance that they don't give themselves. And sometimes we have to give ourselves that, but not everybody uses the tools that they have to work with. And, it sucks, but sometimes just that having that level of understanding will help you, at least in the moment. So that is what I have for you guys. Thank you so much, Sagittarius. I hope that you guys will like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you guys want to book a personal reading with me, then you can do so at violettaalexis.com. And if you want to book a super chat, then you can just click the link that I put in the chat. Oh, these nails are so pretty. Thanks. I got them off of Amazon. I really, more than anything, and people that have known me for a while will understand this, or they probably know this about me. But I hate sitting for 2, 3 hours, whatever it is, waiting for somebody to get my nails done. It's like, it's not bad to go get your toes done, right? Like it's not as bad because you get to play with your phone, you get to, do some reading or whatever the case. But when my hands aren't free, it's like, who the hell has time to sit around for 2 hours? I'd rather just do them myself. Just press them on myself. 3 months, no booze. Oh my God, I'm so freaking proud of you. Are you kidding me? Can you please continue to write? You're actually a really good writer. I don't know if you know that or not, but I really enjoy your writing. I feel like you should be writing more. It took me 6 years to be guided to heal. I didn't know how before it was hurting those around me too. Yeah, and like I definitely realize like for me there are still things within me that I realize uh can definitely hurt others, and it's just something that, I need to figure out. You guys are so stupid. All right, let's move on to Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and see the good coming towards you. Did I say I didn't say Sagittarius, right? Capricorn. Let's see the good coming towards you between February 2nd through to the 8th. Keep in mind that no matter what cards fall out, it's still positive. We have the Death card. Who got that? I think Virgo got that. We have the Seven of Cups, the Seven of Wands. There's definitely a big change. 7 plus 7, 14. 4 plus 1 equals 5. So it definitely feels like there is a change that's occurring, especially with that Death card on top of it. Something that has been a little delusional. Something where maybe you've been wearing rose-colored glasses. I feel like that's done. I feel like you are realizing something. I feel like this is kind now I know this sounds crappy, right? But just hear me out. When have you ever for instance like had a friend or something like that who is really sweet to you and like you guys always have a really good time, but then sometimes like they make these passive aggressive jokes and you're like, that's kind of weird. You know what I mean? And then like eventually it kind of comes out where it's like you find out they were jealous of you the whole time, or maybe they were in love with you and didn't want to admit it. Cause I've had both of those, by the way. I feel like that's happening. I feel like for some of you that can absolutely be happening. you seem to be coming out on top in regards to whatever the situation is. So for some of you, let's say that it is somebody, a friend, a lover, whoever, who pretends to care about you so much and all of these things, and then something gives it away and you're like, gotcha, bitch. You know what I mean? And you kind of have that realization, and all it's doing is working in your favor, essentially. You are still maintaining control. You're standing up for yourself, which is only going to increase your confidence and give you a better sense of self and reputation. And it seems like whatever this is isn't the only person who's like jealous or hating on you. Now, I know this is positive to me because in my opinion, if everybody's just your friend and nobody's challenging you or nobody's hating on you or trying to ruin your life, you're not doing enough. Okay. Now, some people don't want that. Some people are like, I'm fine being right here. And that's totally okay as well, right? But I feel like when it comes to true levels of that kind of maybe material success or something like that, that unfortunately is required a lot of the time, right? I think that you guys are keeping your boundaries very healthy. I feel like you're getting your point across, and that's it. For others of you, you may have had a lot of options in regards to some kind of success that you've acquired. And now, because you've acquired that success, it seems like you're getting a bunch of options. So, how could I look at this? Of course, I'm going to talk about social media because I'm in social media, but let's say that you had a bunch of success on YouTube, right? And now all of these brands want to sponsor you. And you're like, oh, well, I don't want to work with too many at one time or whatever the case. And it just feels like so much. Oh my God, who am I going to choose? You know, and you're finally kind of deciding, but it's almost like you're spoiled for choice, right? Worse things in life. Then we have the 6 of Cups. We have the 7 of Swords. And we have the Tower. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. A gift has been hiding behind the change. Oh my God. What just happened? Can you guys see me? That's so weird. Can you guys see me okay? It like totally just crapped the bed. Okay, it looks like I'm back. Okay, moving on. So anyway, it looks like the gift um behind the change that you've been avoiding is where the gift actually is. So something is here, something external from you is crumbling in some way. And it's something that you may have been avoiding. But what a lot of you don't realize is that that tower, that right, the tower that you've been trying to uphold, withstand, if you would have just let it go, this is what's behind it. This can be a connection or a gift from God, and or both. Both things can be true at the same time. So, and I feel like you're going to see that. The 6 of Swords, the 8 of Swords, and the Devil. Woo! Some of you guys have felt like a damn prisoner. Some of you a prisoner to your own mind, your own worries, your own indecision, but that's changing now. If you felt like you've been playing mental gymnastics with somebody, if you felt like you've been battling with your own mind, I feel like this is a time where you choose peace, where you essentially choose peace and you decide to move on. It's something that is going to break your chains. Speaking of breaking your chains, Uranus, balance spirituality and practicality. weight of the world, boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. So, yeah, I feel like there's somebody here or people or what have you that are probably projecting onto you. And it's something that you need to be honest with yourself about. It's something that you need to release. It's something that you need to let go of. It's something that you need to break free from. And sometimes all that takes is standing up to our abuser. Sometimes what that's going to take is finally telling that boss that you're done, whatever it is that you need to do. Now, when it comes to your practical life, which this may be what you're focused on, I want to say make sure that you're spending time to meditate, make sure that you're spending time in nature if it's not too cold out. Make sure that you're doing things that center you, because I feel like you are dealing with a lot, and while I think that you can handle it, you are a Capricorn after all, it doesn't mean that you're not a human being. So please make sure that you take care of that part of you. Okay. So that is what I have for you, Capricorn. Thank you guys so much. If you want to book a personal reading, then you can do so at violettaalexis.com. And if you want to book a super chat question during this live, then you can do so at HYPSEE.com/violettaalexis. I will go ahead and put that in the chat right here. There you go. What's up, Jasmine? All right. Moving on to Aquarius. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Welcome to the good that is coming to you between February 2nd and the 8th. Ooh, when I use that teeth whitener, it really, very sensitive. Hey, Codis, how are you? All right, so don't forget, Aquarius, that regardless of what falls out on the table, it's still going to be positive, okay? Ooh, the Emperor, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune. Is Aquarius this Emperor? Reverse is no? Yes. So you are showing up as a masculine, Aquarius. So if you are a feminine, then you might need to reverse this. It seems to me, Aquarius, like you guys are truly in your power. There's definitely bigger fish to fry, and you're frying them. You got the big bass, you got the shark, you got the whatever it is that you're catching, and it seems like you're doing it, and you're doing it by letting go of control. It's very interesting because the Emperor is about control. It's about making sure that we're putting our priorities in order, make sure that we're detaching from things that we don't need to pay any mind to, or that are not going to serve us in the moment or for the bigger picture of what our life is. It seems like there's a feminine energy around you who may be having some kind of insecurities. And it seems like this person is feeling a little down on themselves. What it seems like you're doing, I find it kind of interesting that that Six of Pentacles ended up being your clarifier, because it makes me feel like you are showing this person how much you value them and how much you care about them. It's making me feel like you're thinking with a higher mind. Maybe you have a really great spiritual practice that you utilize in order to keep yourself grounded. But what you're doing is you're being responsible. You are taking control in a positive way, not in like a dictator way, right? We've seen enough of that lately in the world. And it seems like you're helping whomever this is. Some of you are helping someone financially. Others of you are just showing somebody else how much you value them. And I think that you're bringing a lot to their lives. So this to me looks really positive. I also think that you guys are getting some kind of good karma. So if you feel like you did a little bit of good for somebody in the past or what have you, it seems like it's coming back to you. It may also be that somebody you felt who was a little crass with you or had some insecurities or something like that, maybe they were mean to you, they could be showing you how much they value you as well. So keep that in mind. King of Swords, well, there's Aquarius, love it. The Five of Pentacles and the Page of Swords in reverse. If there have been any assumptions, gossip, rumors, drama, anything of the sort, it seems like that is essentially being cleared up. I feel like you are likely doing the clearing up. It seems like you guys are being highly logical. You guys are being very fair. You're speaking your mind. And whatever this gossip, rumors, drama is, or the confusion, or the assumptions, or the bad mouthing, or the backbiting, or whatever it is, it seems like you're able to clear it up and essentially get your point across. So, for instance, if this Queen of Pentacles in reverse maybe assumed something about you that wasn't necessarily true, this can be the time where you're able to clear it up. For others of you, it can be that you're getting really great advice from somebody about your finances that's going to put you in a better financial situation. Some of you hired a really good lawyer. The Magician in reverse, the Four of Wands in reverse, and the Three of Cups in reverse. I think that when it comes to that gossip, rumors, and drama, because here we go again, right? The Page of Swords in reverse, the Three of Cups in reverse, both of those can be indicators that there are some gossip, rumors, or drama. And so I feel like that's kind of what's happening. But what it seems like to me is you're not welcoming these people into your space. You're not going out with these people. If these are people that you usually engaged with, or a person that you usually engage with, I don't see you engaging with them because you feel like it just brings more of what you don't want as opposed to what you do. It can also plant a lot of self-doubt within yourself and in your mind about yourself. So this to me is you guys taking your power back, or you guys asserting your power in a very healthy way. And I feel like with that Wheel of Fortune, you don't feel like you need to tell anybody what to do. You don't feel like you need to control what people are saying. You just feel like you got to let go and let God. And you understand that the only thing that you can control is yourself. Pluto, the energy is gaining momentum. And lost lands, soul memories, and gifts. You've done this before. Okay. So this may be something that you've dealt with in a past life, if you believe in that kind of thing, where Pluto can represent power struggles and manipulation and kind of the dark side of life and our own minds. This could be something that maybe you didn't accomplish in the last life that you're here to accomplish. Okay. For others of you, this can be a reoccurring problem in your life where, once again, like I said, you're taking your power back, Pluto, and you seem to be initiating control over yourself more than anything, which is kind of what it seems like, putting everybody else in line. So this looks positive to me. So thank you so much, Aquarius. I really appreciate it. I hope that you'll like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to book a personal reading, you can do so at violetaalexis.com. If you want to book a super chat question, you can do so at HYPSEE.com/violetaalexis. And you can find that right there in the chat below. So let's move on to Pisces. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Let's go ahead and see the good coming for you between February 2nd and the 8th. Keep in mind that regardless of what cards fall out on the table, they're all positive. The Queen of Wands, immediately love it already. The Eight of Cups in reverse, and the Six of Wands in reverse. Okay. Okay. It almost feels as though you're being judged. You're being judged about something from the past, someone shaking their finger in your face. Somebody is, telling you that this was a bad move and that they can't believe that, I don't know, used to get wasted in public and lose your underwear at the bar. I mean, I don't know, whatever the thing is, right? But it seems like you just don't care. So, whatever this is, that maybe people are revisiting, or people are trying to overlook you, or people are trying to judge you in some kind of way, or throw some dirt on your name. To be frank, I just don't think you give a fuck, with that Queen of Wands. To me, the Queen of Wands, she's not only just a leader, but she's confident that she is. You see that little black cat right there? This is an indication. You know, you think about black cats, and what do they say about black cats? Oh, they're unlucky. Oh, God, right? Group it right into the superstitions of walking under a ladder or breaking a mirror. But it's supposed to be symbolic of, yes, I know that everybody hates black cats, but I'm putting it right out here, right for everybody to see, which is symbolic of this is my shadow and this is who I am. And I don't care if you don't like it, right? The Queen of Wands isn't rude, but she will absolutely assert her power and she doesn't care what people think. And I think that's where you're at. And I think that people are probably going to be upset with that, or a person is going to be upset with that because maybe they expected that you'd settle, or maybe they expected that you would make an apology video. Maybe they expected that you'd be really down about yourself and you'd feel less confident. But if anything, it seems like you're more so allowing it to empower you, almost as if you're utilizing it as a platform. Does that make sense? Yes, look, Five of Wands in reverse, Knight of Swords in reverse, the Lovers in reverse. Don't care. Tell somebody else. Tell your therapist, for all I care. That's what it looks like. Talk amongst each other. I really think that somebody or people are trying to blame you for something, and I just don't think that you care. I mean, this to me is just solidifying what the first three cards already told me. You're just coasting. You're coasting. I don't know. There's really nothing else to say. I just don't think that you care because I don't think it's coming like these opinions. I don't think it's coming from people that you respect anyway, or even from a person that you necessarily respect. It looks like you're just like, okay, that's great. Now have fun fighting with yourself. I really don't care. Like I gotta go get my nails done, or I'm working on a creative project, or I have to go perform tonight at the club, or whatever your thing is. Right? That's what it looks like to me. The moon, the Nine of Cups in reverse, and the Four of Cups. Let me get one more for that. The Four of Pentacles. Okay. You're certainly trusting yourself. I think that you're feeling if you take less than what you're worth, or you accept these critiques, or you accept this constructive criticism, although I don't think that's what it is. I think people are trying to guilt trip you, or somebody's trying to guilt trip you. You're trusting yourself that giving into that kind of behavior is not going to help you get your needs met. I think that you're just kind of holding tight. That's it. And I think that is probably the best bet. So to me, all this is going to do is piss people off, or piss a specific person off. And I think that you think it's hilarious. I don't even think it's that serious to you. And I think, if anything, it's probably creating more trust within yourself. It's also creating more confidence in yourself as well. Conjunction, your commitment is being tested, and surrender to the sweetness. Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. Exactly. Who cares, right? I love Venusian energy. Venusian energy to me, especially like the Taurus energy, Libra too, but Venus can very much be about, I'm not chasing anybody down for a day old wiener, right? She's the goddess of love and peace and beauty and harmony. And she's going to get her facial today. She doesn't need the drama. She doesn't need to hear anything from the patriarchy. She doesn't need to, answer a call from Donald Trump, or, whatever the case is, right? She's got better things to do. She has a poetry book she's creating, or she has a canvas that she's trying to sell at an art gallery this weekend. What's your problem? And I feel like it's telling you feel like it's telling you to probably fall into that energy. And it's telling you that essentially what's going on is you're being tested for your sense of self worth and self value, and what you will and won't put up with. And the conjunction energy, in my opinion, is basically asking you, how do you want this to go? Because the conjunction can go one way, the other way, or both ways. It depends on how you treat the energy and how you interact with it. So, I think that you have the right mindset about it, okay? So thank you so much, Pisces. I really appreciate it. If you guys want to book a personal reading with me, then you can do so at violettaalexis.com. If you want to book a super chat question, then you can do so at hypsee.com/violettaalexis. I will go ahead and post that in the chat. I don't have I really love Aquarius energy. I don't have any Aquarius placements, although my ruling planet is at 11 degrees, which I think is cool. I know we weren't just doing Aquarius, but alrighty. Time to listen to Punished by Ethel Cain. I just gotta do it. Although I found out what that song was about recently, and I was like, oh, wow. Did not see that coming. Although it is Ethel. Cassie! Hi, Cassie! Okay, guys. Are you an Aquarius rising? Oh my God. I have two friends that are Aquarius risings. I get along with them very well. My best friend is an Aquarius rising. Love Aquarian energy. I really do. My longest relationship was also guys, was also with an Aquarius sun. Although he was a Cap rising Taurus moon. I'm a Taurus moon. How do we leave a review for you on HYPSEE? You have to get a super chat and then it will give you the option to leave a review. Or if you've already asked me one prior, you can leave a review. Yeah, do y'all know what the song Punishes? I did not listen. Let me tell you something. I did not see that coming. I generally thought that it was somebody who just had a bad perspective of what love means to them. I had no idea. Somebody who easily gives into temptation or like they easily give it up because they have such bad self-esteem. Bitch, I did not know it was about that. No idea. I could never listen to it the same after that, but it's such a good song. Ugh. You can see it now, can't you? Yes. Valeria, where are you? Where are you, baby? Oh, hi. She's just a baby. She's just a baby. It's baby. She doesn't want to be my baby. You want to get on top of the desk and show everybody your... No, guess not. She's been working out. I felt so bad the other day. So sometimes I open the window, but I black out curtains. So like I'll open the window just to get some fresh air in. And she climbed up on top of the window. And then I didn't know that she was in there. And she was like in the crack where you go to shut the window. And I didn't see her. I wasn't thinking. And I freaking slammed the window on her butt. And I didn't know she was in there. And all I heard was, "Rah!" I was like, oh my God. Oh my God, I felt awful. I was like watching her all day because I was so scared I did something, but she's fine. That was so terrible. Oh, you're welcome, Vanessa, anytime. Right, Kennez. I was like, I'm sorry, what? But like that, and that's so Aquarian, right? To talk about something so controversial, in my opinion. Especially the moon in Aquarius, like there's something about that is I dated a moon in Aquarius and it was a very I don't even know how to explain it, but I did date one. He wasn't very creative though or anything like that, so I don't know. He was a good dancer. But if you look at like Billie Eilish, right? If you look at C Rose, all my favorite just happened to be C Rose, Billie Eilish, Eminem, Ethel Cain, they're all like have a very dark style or like something is very like about it. You know what I mean? Like it really makes you feel something. And there's really something with those Aquarian moons that I find fascinating. Have you been working out? Well, I mean, I've been working out since I was 18, but I really love it. I really love to work out. Being controversial is like breathing to me. Right, Kinez. Absolutely. Oh yeah, Nicole, I love that. My aqua makes me awkward. I don't think so. I don't think so. I met a Taurus man that I swore was an Aquarius. I mean, the way he dressed was so eccentric. I mean, this guy was so eccentric. And I was surprised to find out he was a Taurus sun and then Libra rising. I was like, okay, I guess it kind of makes sense, but it was just, I mean, he was so, I was like, no, this guy has Aquarius placements. But yeah, no, not his main three apparently. Oh wow, renegade. Okay, don't hurt him. I'm told I'm argumentative, which is controversial to me. Do you have like a Mercury in Aries or something? Okay, let's go ahead and do these. Let's do these super chat questions. All right. Thanks for all the super chats, guys. All right. We have Karina with a K, Rick. Okay. Recently, I was told it was better to go separate ways because he wanted to heal his inner wounds from his early childhood and the recent suicide of his mother. He promised he would come back if he overcame these issues. I want to know what the future of us holds. My goodness, my heart goes out to him. A little indecisive. Let's see. Page of Cups. Okay, that's good. 10 of Cups in reverse. So I see a little bit of indecision. It may take a little bit longer. It may feel like it's being delayed in some way, his return or a specific conversation. I do think that his biggest interest is peace. He's probably dealing with some things with that Two of Swords that he doesn't really want to look at or even readily address. The Page of Cups does tell me that there will probably be a conversation. I do think that this person has a crush on you or has some kind of feelings, has an admiration for you even. But the Ten of Cups in reverse shows me that it doesn't look like something is being solidified completely. There's not a whole lot of like emotional support, although I think there's a little bit of an offer. The Star, so that's really good. So there's healing here. There's hope. There's effort, 8 of Pentacles, High Priestess in reverse. The Star, the 8 of Pentacles, and the High Priestess in reverse. It seems like there will be some kind of effort put towards the situation and something that's going to meet a very specific standard of maybe what you look at as ideal in a connection. However, I will say that with the High Priestess in reverse, there may be some things that he suppresses, some things he doesn't always want to talk about. The Ten of Cups in reverse can sometimes represent somebody who's wearing a brave face, who's smiling, but the smile never quite reaches their eyes. You know what I mean by that? And with the High Priestess in reverse, it's even more so solidifying that this is somebody who's likely going to suppress a lot of things. I do think that this person may be attempting to work on more vulnerability within the connection or simply in general. I do think that there's a lot of hope here, but I think he's going to be continuing to deal with these very intense emotions. Your advice is Libra, so meditate and contemplate. The cosmic heart, devotion, potency, and make your life a moving prayer. So this is essentially saying when it comes to relationships, when it comes to relating to another person, it's asking you to take a more spiritual approach to it. And what does that mean? That can mean a more empathetic approach. That can be looking at the broader picture of it all. This is asking you to chill out, right? This is asking you to take a back seat for a moment, wait it out if you feel like it. Focus on things like meditation, writing, journaling, whatever it may be, because there's something in regards to the Libra energy that this is showing that still needs to be worked out within you. So, whether that's around taking initiative in relationships, how you take initiative in relationships, because Libra is a cardinal sign, how you're making decisions in regards to relationships and yourself ultimately. Sometimes Libra has an issue in its negative light. It can sometimes put everybody else before itself. Sometimes it can get too focused on what's going on in a relationship and abandon self. So be cautious with that, obviously. Don't get too wrapped up in it. And it's telling you to continue to focus on your heart, on what your heart wants, on what your heart authentically desires, that's going to make you feel safe and well-rounded. So that is what I have for you, Karina. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate you. And if you wouldn't mind leaving me a review on HYPSEE and let me know how I did, I'd greatly appreciate it. I hope everything works out for you. Um, then we have Ash. Will my physical body be able to handle the recovery required ahead of me? I've been so focused on getting the medical attention I need that I never stopped to consider if I could even survive it. By surviving, I mean, will I be able to walk, sustain independence? Most importantly, will this help my mental health? I blame being such an isolation bitch on my valid pain. If it has helped, am I capable of being happy? As far as your physicality, Ash, that Three of Swords in reverse with the Ace of Wands, I think that physically you'll be just fine. The Three of Swords in reverse likes to show up when we've healed, when we have overcome, and because of that, we are inspired again. The Ace of Wands is very moving. It moves, it feels inspired, it gets going. So, yes, in my opinion, of course, I'm not a medical professional, so please don't take this as medical advice. I think that you'll be fine. Let me see. The King of Wands in reverse, the Queen of Swords in reverse, the Two of Cups, the Ten of Swords in reverse. Do you have or are you capable of being happy? Everyone is capable of being happy, just the same as everyone is capable of being angry or being upset or being a loser, right? We've all been all of those at one point in our life. So, just as much as you can be capable of being sick, you can be capable of being healthy. Ma'am, 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 ma'am. Goodbye. Thank you so much. I apologize about that during a very serious read, but she was about to knock my stuff down. So, what I want to say, if this King of Wands in reverse and this Queen of Swords in reverse is you, this may be saying that when it comes to your emotions, when it comes to like if you're a very sensitive person, or if you get your feelings hurt easily, or if you have a little bit of an ego about you, just like everybody else, right? That may be what is stopping you from truly connecting with self. That may be what is stopping you from truly evolving. However, it could also be the connections that you keep. My grandma used to always tell me, and I know she didn't make this up, but she used to always tell me, show me who your friends are and I'll tell you who you are, right? So, about the company that you're keeping, are you keeping company around, uh, egocentric masculine energy around you? Are you keeping the company of, illogical and overly emotional feminine energy that can be very cruel to you. Do you accept that kind of cruelty in your life? Are you that person? Do you have the ability to be cruel to yourself? I know that we all do. And is that something that you do often? If you're mean to yourself, if you're overly critical of yourself, and then you end up hurting your own fucking feelings, well, shit, what did you expect, right? I think that when it comes to the Two of Cups, this is Venus in Cancer energy. Venus in Cancer is probably one of my favorite Venus placements. It's something that is very nurturing, caring, understanding, loving. It cares for its fellow man, or it cares for itself. It very much cares for its children, the people that are close, but it's all about nurturing one's emotions. And I feel like this is something that you're needing to do, but you're needing to evolve. And whatever this energy is, whether it's other people and the company that you keep, whatever that company is, wherever that company is mentally or emotionally, and you keep surrounding yourself with that, you can expect yourself to turn out the same. If this is you, then something about that has to be changed. So for instance, if it's your ego that's keeping you back in some way, how can I say, I'm trying to give an example in my own life. Sometimes when I know that I am really right about something, when I know that I'm right, and I know, right? And my ego is right. All us Virgos, we're always right, right? But I know that I'm right. But there's somebody in my life who's very sad. And regardless of being right, I know that this person I love and care about is sad. And regardless of who's right or who's wrong, at that point, it doesn't matter anymore. And I know that I just need to put my ego aside of needing to be right. And I just need to apologize or be more empathetic and understanding. That is an example of how sometimes we need to put our ego to the side because it's not doing anything for us. So, whatever that is for you, absolutely you have the capability of being happy. It's just really about, do you want to? Sagittarius, a time for healing. There you go. Star bathing, light body, crystal grid, transmission, activation. So, with the light body, time for healing, all of these things, this to me is even more of an indication that you're going to be fine. I think that with Sagittarius energy being here, this is asking you to be optimistic. This is asking you to see the bigger picture of something, to have the faith, right? That's Sagittarian energy. That's ninth house energy. That's Jupiterian energy. That is how you're going to heal. So instead of, for example, of saying, am I capable of being happy? Next time ask me, how do I be happy? Not are you capable, but how? Thank you so much, Ash. I greatly appreciate you. And of course, I am wishing you the absolute best. And I think you also asked another question. So let me go ahead and see here. What's up, Anai? How are you? And I know that you did another one here. Hold on. And then we have Bad Lady Vet, which I think is the same person. I'm not certain. So for uh Rick, I have too many men in my life. I keep thinking, for Rick, this person put Bad Lady Vet. Okay, Bad Lady Vet for the timestamp. Take a vow, Queen Virgo. You were right about all of it. P.S. My two favorite artists also being Aquarius moons like me. I learned from you. Em and Billy, thank you for being you. You are truly incredible. Oh my God, I feel so stupid. I didn't even see that. I didn't even read it. I thought it was a question. I feel so dumb. Thank you so much. That was so sweet. Oh my God, I feel so stupid. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I usually don't read the super chats until like I'm done, so I'm sorry about that. All right, we got my girl Faye. Hey love, message from Spirit. Thank you. I got you. Let me see. Are you having a creative block? Are you overgiving in some area of your life that's draining you or making you feel like crap? Is there a toxic mother figure in your life that is smothering you or trying to tell you what to do? Or what is this here? The Chariot. There's something that maybe you fear that you need to go towards anyway. And it's coming from insecurity. And I think that that's why you fear it, but it's asking you to do it because with that Judgment in reverse, it's saying that you may be underestimating yourself. That's interesting. I never get that with the Judgment in reverse. You may be underestimating yourself, or you may be misjudging a situation, or you think that you can't do it, but you actually can. The Judgment in reverse can also talk about when we need to take accountability for our higher calling, but it seems to instill fear in you, just like everybody's higher calling does, right? It's definitely afraid or scary to, now I don't know if this is what it is. I could be totally wrong, but for instance, right? Like writers, they put their heart on the paper, they put it all out on the line. And when they get judged for their heart that they put on the line, the heart that they put in ink, right? It can feel very fucking personal. But to be judged, in my opinion, is better to not be given a fuck about it all. You know what I mean? At least someone's reading it. Now, I'm not saying yours is being a writer, but whatever the self-worth issue is, whatever the insecurity is, whatever the fear is around, it's telling you to do it anyway. Knight of Wands, Page of Pentacles, Five of Cups in reverse. You have to let the thing go. Learn from what it is that it was supposed to teach you and learn how to work with that, whatever that may be. I think with that Knight of Wands, this is asking you to truly go after the thing that lights your ass on fire, that makes you feel alive, that lights a spark from within. And it's telling you to not only do that, not only to catch the spark and run with it, but to also ground it into reality, to learn everything you can about whatever it is that you're trying to begin and begin it. Neptune could be something creative. Once again, could be something creative. I feel like this is around the misjudging. Believe in the impossible. Believe in the impossible. Because Neptune can show up when we are, sometimes when we're playing the victim. Oh, no, I couldn't do that. No, 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 no. Neptune can show up when we're being deluded, right? Neptune can show up when sometimes we need to be delusional in order to believe. Sometimes we need to be that. We need to be delusional a little bit in order to get our ass in gear. Because like I say all the time, it's only delusion until you make it happen, right? And then seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. What are you scared of? What are you scared of? And ask yourself, why is that? Sometimes when I'm like afraid of something, when I'm afraid to do something, when I'm afraid to put out something, when I'm afraid to go for something, I think, how many fucking people before me have done this, honestly, and been judged, ridiculed, embarrassed, whatever, who am I? Right. And sometimes we need to do that. Sometimes we need to humble ourselves and be like, doesn't fucking matter. You know what I mean? Like they're going to forget about this tomorrow or whatever the case is. And sometimes that can be good or bad, just depending. But anyway, that's what I have for you, Faye. Thank you so much. And I hope that you will give me a review and let me know how I did. All right, we got my girl Cassie. Hey, pretty lady, tell some good, please. Things are looking much, much better, but could use some good news that's not responsibility related. Hello. Boo, adulting. Do I have anything fun coming in? Thanks, doll. Show me only the positive for February 2025 for Cassie. Only the positive. The Queen of Cups. The Hangman in reverse, the Two of Wands. If you felt like emotionally or even creatively, things have been at a standstill, or you felt like you couldn't get your mojo back, or you felt like you were having a hard time healing, or you were having a hard time making a decision in regards to love or in regards to creativity, I feel like this is the time where you come out of your comfort zone. You either finally put your heart on paper, you start writing something, right? Because I know that you write. Or maybe it's that you finally put your heart out there. Maybe you start dating again. Maybe you tell that person that you really want to be telling that you really, really love them. And it seems like you're in a positive emotional place. And this decision that you make is going to hold a lot of weight because it's going to get you out of a stuck fuck situation, essentially. Excuse my French. I am so sick of this moth. I hate moths. The Knight of Pentacles, the Strength card, and the Page of Wands in reverse. It feels like something is really taking a while to kick off, something that you're working on. But the reason why it's taking a long time is because it needs to take a long time. This could be something in regards to what it is that you're passionate about, and or it could also bring in some kind of income. So the Knight of Pentacles, he really takes his time, not because he necessarily wants to, but it's that he wants to make sure that every I is dotted and every T is crossed. And he wants to make sure that the foundation is solid. He doesn't want to come back around and redo it. He wants to do it right the first time. And it seems like that's what you're doing. And it can be something that you are like, for instance, let's say that you are writing a poetry book. Okay. Let's say that you're writing a poetry book and you're like, oh God, I can't wait to release this. I just want to release it. No, you're not doing that, right? You're like, no, I'm going to go back and I'm going to look back at all of my writing. I'm going to edit it. I'm going to add some things. Maybe I'll add some pictures onto there. Maybe I'll use Midjourney. Maybe I'll blah, 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 blah. And that way you're not rushing. So when you have the final product, it's like, oh, wow, did you guys see Cassie's poetry book? You know what I mean? It's really good, you know? So whatever that thing is, you have Earth. You have Don't Let Your Past Hold You Back, and Empathic Starseed, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. So I want to say, when it comes to whatever you're going through, whatever you're moving through, stay grounded. And it can also be telling you to ground something into reality that may just be an idea or a dream or a wish. And don't be afraid to do that. Don't let past insecurities, past critiques, bad, shitty relationships, bad book sales from the past, whatever the thing is, stop you from doing what it is that you need to do. Because it also may be that people have projected certain things onto you that you have simply absorbed that has affected your quality of life, your own perception of yourself, your self-image, your talents, gifts, skills, and abilities, your body, whatever it may be. It's telling you not to allow that to stop you from grounding something for real. So that is what I have for you, Cassie. Thank you so much. Love you to pieces. And if you wouldn't mind leaving me a review on HYPSEE and let me know how I did, I would greatly appreciate you. And then I need to get a water, so give me just a second. Oh, you're welcome, Faye, of course. Oh, Nicole, thank you. You're welcome, Sandy. You guys are so sweet. Whew, it's hot in here, baby. Did you just take that moth's life? You murderer. He shouldn't have broke in. Sorry. Just your time to die, buddy. All right, let's see. Oh, thanks, Cassie. Oh! Oh my God, I got Vaseline. Hold on. I got Vaseline on my pewter. Cause and effect, baby. Exactly. Dark matter, period. You know. Whew, it is so hot in here. All right, then we have Ariana. Hey there, I'm a Sag Sun, Aquarius rising, Libra moon with a heck of a lot of 12th house Cap planets. I've been slowly making friends with a guy I'm interested in, but his energy has become less consistent. Curious about his interest in me and how it's changed slash changing. Okay, let's see. Let me think. You're an Aquarius rising, so whole sign house, you have Pluto going through your first house. So it can definitely feel like, even whether you realize it or not, you can be very intense at this time to people, with Pluto transiting in your first house. If we're looking at whole sign, right? So it could feel like for me, I have Pluto there, but opposite. So I have it in my seventh house. So I feel a lot of the times people, whether sometimes it's clients or whether it's boyfriends, girlfriends, whatever, people like from a one-on-one basis are trying to manipulate me, trying to take from me, trying to fuck me, like so it's a very, very, very intense energy from the other side. And not that you're doing those things, but people can feel that from you. You know what I mean? So maybe it has something to do with that. But let's go ahead and see. Let's see what his interest is in you. What are his intentions with Ariana? Temperance in reverse and the Nine of Swords. So the temperance in reverse can sometimes show up when we're feeling like something isn't working or we're not necessarily happy with the results. It seems like this connection sometimes stresses him out, whether it's something that you did or something that is just more internal within himself. The temperance in reverse can also sometimes show up when it's too much or too much of a good thing, or I can't handle this right now. And it could have really nothing to do with you and everything to do with something else going on in his life, a shitty job, some nagging parents, whatever, right? Some money issues, who knows, right? So it seems like he's more stressed about this, or he may perceive this as an added stressor for some reason. Let's see what changed. The Hierophant in reverse and the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So once again, that imbalance is showing up. Something isn't right. The puzzle piece isn't going into the puzzle. Trying to fit a square into a star shape. And the Hierophant in reverse can show up when we have a difference in values or morals or spirituality or religious beliefs. Or I don't know if I can really have something solid with this person. This doesn't really make sense to me. It can also be when something seems a little unconventional and maybe we're not okay with that. So it seems like this is more confusing for him and stressful for him for some reason above all else. I'm going to pull you an advice message. The Ace of Cups in reverse and the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Now I know this isn't what you want to hear, right? And obviously I don't want to be that guy. But for the Ace of Cups in reverse and the Seven of Pentacles in reverse to be your advice, this is essentially saying that giving energy to this is inevitably going to drain you in some way. And maybe saying that this person isn't as invested in you as you may want them to be, but that really doesn't always have everything to do with you. A lot of the times it's other factors, external people that are outside of the connection that also impact it. So I know it's hard to think about or hard to say or whatever, at least for me, but I would go ahead and give yourself the energy that you may be giving to this right now. Okay, I think that's probably your best bet, at least for now. Maybe things can change. But thank you so much, Ariana. I greatly appreciate you. And of course, if you ever have any questions, feel free to contact me at info@violetaalexis.com. And if you wouldn't mind leaving me a review, I would greatly appreciate it. All right. Then we have Top Flight. General, please and thank you. All right, let's see. Ooh. Um, I see you planning a trip, possibly very soon. There could be something that you decide to learn, something that you're deciding to say, like say it with your whole chest. But the Three of Wands shows up when we're looking for our ships to come in, or we are seeing what else is out there. We're ready to go out there. We have the confidence. We're ready to explore. We are ready to Eight of Wands, which can be about education, travel, or speaking our mind about something. And this is what I asked what you were doing within the next couple of weeks. And this is what I got. I am going to pull advice for you as well. You have I see you doing it successfully as well. Ooh, the Justice and the Hermit. So the decisions that you need to make right now have nothing to do necessarily with your external reality. The decisions that you need to make right now is about finding what you think you're missing from the external world and get it within yourself. Um, if this is about finding more balance in your life, eradicating the things that throw you off kilter or throw you off balance, this would be the time to do it. Don't be afraid to take some time for yourself. Don't be afraid to go on a vacation by yourself. Don't be afraid to be alone. Don't be afraid to have some time out for a bit, because to me, I feel like there's a golden nugget in that time alone that you're going to find. And I don't know what that is. Only you're going to be able to know what that is. I can't tell you what that is, but that's basically what it's saying. So thanks a lot, Top Flight. I greatly appreciate you. And as always, if you wouldn't mind leaving me a review, I would appreciate it. All right. India. Hey, Violetta. Birthday is 2/2. Oh my God, it's almost your birthday. Venus is going to be conjunct Neptune on your birthday. Oh my God. Please. Okay, that's right. You told me you're 3 months sober. I was going to say, please don't go drinking or anything like that. Venus conjunct Neptune is definitely not the time. Okay, let's see. Let's see. I feel like you're going to have an opportunity coming your way, or you're going to think about an opportunity that you're going to create for yourself with that Ace of Pentacles. It seems like you don't have a whole lot of clarity on it with that Ace of Swords. You're like, I don't know if I want to talk about this. I don't know if I should ask, advice about this. I don't know if I should go for this. I feel like you are taking some time out to think about it. I think that you seem to be healing as well, doing a lot of healing behind the scenes, taking some time for yourself, taking some time to think about this opportunity that you have either been offered or that you are creating yourself. The world in reverse is asking you to finish something that you started, and it could have been from a long time ago. The world in reverse shows up when we need to take the time to complete something. So this may be saying, yes, I know you want to start this new thing, or I know you want to create this new opportunity, but don't forget about the thing that you started at this time ago or whatever. So whatever the thing is that you're needing to complete, and it's something positive. It's something where you think about the world is Saturnian, okay? The world is Saturnian. So what is Saturn? Well, Saturn is the grandfather that says, if you do all this and you learn the lessons and you do the work, then you get a big chunk of granddaddy's money at the end of it, right? I'm not saying it's literally money, but there's a reward for you in that unfinished thing. So whether it's healing something, whether it's a project, whatever it is, it's asking you to finish it. Thank you so much, India. I greatly appreciate you. And if you wouldn't mind leaving me a review on HYPSEE, I would appreciate that as well. All right. Alrighty. Let me make sure one second. Oh, damn it. Hold on, guys. I'm so sorry. 1 second. Okay, there we go. Yay! Okay, you guys, I love you. I hope that you have a wonderful night. No, you got me. You had me at my granny you keep. Mine, same. Oh, first one-on-one with you this week. I'm still in awe of your truly authentic gift. Your physical beauty is undeniable. I'm blown away by you. Oh, thanks. That's so sweet. I really appreciate that. That means a lot to me. Thank you very much. All right. Oh, that's stupid. What is that? I think that's a little like baby moth. Ooh! I don't like you, buddy. You really got to. Ooh! I don't like that. Get out. You're gross. You don't even go here. Sorry. Okay. Saw your commercial, by the way. It was smooth and professional. It looked good, right? It looked good. I need to get paid to do those damn UGC videos, those little commercials. Those are super fun. I love you, Lori. I love you, Rick. I love you, Complexity. I love all of you that showed up tonight. You guys mean the world to me. You make my world go around, and I'm not even joking. So I hope that you guys have a great night. Please don't forget to check out my blog, Where Dead Flowers Bloom, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.